construction project manager for Ford Land. Welcome to BlueOval City. It's fantastic here, isn't it? You come in and you're like awestruck. I am every day when I come here. We're going to take a tour through the site. And we are going to do a loop around the entire site. The site is 4,500 acres of construction right now. The construction started 1 year ago, and we put in over 1,400 caissons in the building that we're approaching. That is heavy structure that goes into the ground, 85 feet deep. This area would require us to put those caissons in to support the building load. The other side of the site has also almost 1,000 subcontractors working on their site, so almost 2,000 total. On your right is the battery plant. You're looking at the far west end of the building. This building is 3,500 feet long. From this perspective, it is 900 feet wide. So what you're seeing right there is the far west end, and we're going to drive almost the length of it today. It's about 50% constructed right now. You can see the steel is making great progress. See the cranes in the air? Those cranes erect steel every day except for high wind days. This building is 3 million square feet when it's finished. Right now, like I said, we're about 50%.
And that's just for the battery plant, the 3 million square feet?
Yes, that's just the battery plant. We're making our way through the rest of the site, and we'll see the assembly side where the vehicles are assembled. It's an assembly line process going from where we are now in the direction that we're driving. Electrode, assembly, formation, and module. The module and final area where the batteries are packed up and modularized to go into the vehicle is not constructed yet, but it's in process. We're going to stop just short of halfway through this building. So if you look inside, you can see the depth and the width. Later, when you go back to the tent, you can sign a beam that is placed there so that you can have a hand in the steel that's going up. You can see the weather has impacted some of the work here, but we are right on schedule, and these guys are working every day in great conditions and tough conditions. Yeah, you can see that we're keeping up with the construction. As soon as the steel is erected and ready for the panels, they're going on with this siding and the roofing, and we are complete to the formation line, actually the middle of formation. So we're seeing delay on materials. How we actually plan for that, the long lead items, and we get an early start with our long lead items. So it's going quite well. take for the truck assembly plant side. There are several buildings up here, starting with a stamping pit on your left. The stamping pit is a deep hole in the ground that is substantially filled in with concrete so that we can stamp out the actual bodies, the body parts of the trucks. We have delivered 1 million tons of stone that weighs approximately the same as 6,500 Boeing 747 planes. I would not have known that comparison in weight, but I do know that we put a 1 million tons of stone here. The truck assembly or vehicle assembly side, we're going in the direction of process or the assembly. On your left, you got the stamping pit, stamping out the body of the vehicle. The building that's under construction here just to your left is the body shop. Pretty large building. All of the buildings on this side together are the same square footage as the one building at the battery plant. But again, it's an assembly line process. You can see a very linear construction.
Okay.
Coming to the end of the body shop, paint is the next building in the process line where the vehicles are painted. Distance, the gap between the steel and the steel over on the left in the far distance is the final assembly where the trucks are completed. Straight ahead in the distance, about 3/4 of a mile away, straight ahead from where we're driving, is the NAVL yard, the North American Vehicle Logistics Yard, where a rail spur is coming off the main rail line to feed our site with a railway that will load vehicles on and take them out to the world. See the large earth-moving equipment that's crossing our path in front of us here? Those things run pretty much 24/7, moving earth. Hopefully they'll be wrapping up pretty soon. Couple more notes for you. We've moved more than 10 million cubic yards of soil, enough to fill the Empire State Building 6 times. I can believe it. I'm in here every day. 1 year ago, in February, we started moving earth here. And here we are today with substantial, approximately 50% completion. A lot of that was earth moving, and it's a lot of earth to move, as we've said before. But steel is going up every day, and we don't slow down for the weather.